Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Michigan's offense will go to work first. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
Right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Complete on 3rd down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. They'll put their return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Nevada's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Running on the Jets. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the 1st down, ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on the 4th down was expecting the run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down to this offense to set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. With the catch, it's Turner. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their hero.
Nevada will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Underwood. The sure hands, it's Moore.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Still backed up pretty deep. It's 2nd and 5 from the 15. Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McCulley. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass on second down. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw. As a result, the offense stays on the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Moore. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on fourth down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. With the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The play-action fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. You're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to run, it's Haynes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to be the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paula, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Bringing the heat. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. They just keep firing. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out in the space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Quarterback empties his backfield. To throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball.
He's loose. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There's no question about it. And you just saw it just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
You got to be impressed impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's marked. Touchdown, Wolverines! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Snagged in the middle. It's McCulley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
To the air. It's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Morgan. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. That's a 20, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. it's time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play there. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Back to pass, it's Vance. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Nevada will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They send the tight end in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on 1st down. On the ground, it's Haynes. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
The Wolverines will keep this drive going.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice the safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Touchdown, Wolverine! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit room so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time.
Wide open spaces. They convert on 3rd down as he gets into the 46-yard line. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd...
Oh, he's got some space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Penn State handled its business today away from home. Thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Works makes his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Vance. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
Here we go.
Gives it on the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Purdy. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ashley. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education in defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them an education. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty.
It's the seam wide open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Field goal is good. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll send out the kicker here. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Purdy. Pocket breaking down. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Perkins. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going from broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Nevada will be forced to punt. Pulls it in at the 25. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what we've seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Guys, Indiana, Michigan State, they play for the brass spittoon, and let's see if your boy can spit out this update. Indiana went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Hoosiers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball on the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.